Hey everyone, welcome in this episode of the Friday Fox Show, Season 3, episode number 3. Thank you so much, JT, for joining tonight. I mean, the afternoon for you, 5 p.m., but 11 p.m. here in Europe. Welcome, JT. So this is the Friday Fox Show. We are going to spend about like 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if we have very, very good discussions, talking about everything ranging from your beginning in the fandom to, content creation. How did you started doing it? What's up? And all different other stuff, your hobbies maybe, if we get to talk about it. And we're just going to spend some time together talking. And at the same time, the people in the chat, they will be able to ask some questions at some point. But I think I never asked the first question I'm going to ask you, JT. It is very simple. Sure. It is, how did you join the furry fandom? A lot of people here, they have different stories, and it's crazy, like, how many new furries they joined the fandom in the last few years. Of course, like, we all have different stories and different way that we joined the fandom. But what was yours, JT? How did you join the furry fandom?
Well, for me, I joined the fandom around 2019 in the summer when I was doing my internship at the Department of Health of the state I lived in, which I will not dox. So I randomly saw one of my good friends, Beta, one of his videos. It was like the different levels of furry, and I was like, this looks really, really interesting. I'm like, how do I learn more about it and stuff? So I decided to join a bunch of different Discord servers because I found this website called Discord.me, which is a Discord.me. You can search. Yeah, it's essentially a website that promotes Discords of wherever variety. You just search a category of whatever, and literally you can just. For me, I searched furry, and there was like over 100+ different servers of different furry related stuff.
And you joined them all.
Obviously. Yeah, and obviously when I joined, I'm not even a furry yet, so everybody thinks that I am a troll. I'm this troll person because I have Rocket Raccoon as my profile picture.
I love Rocket Raccoon. It's one of my favorite characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of far away. I like furry stuff a little bit too. I mean, I watched that movie 8 times when it came out because I like the first Guardians movie and stuff. Not because of Rocket or anything, whatever. But I joined a couple of Discord groups, and I asked a lot of questions, like how do you come up with the character, why did you name your character this thing and stuff, and then kind of from there I started developing my own Sona, and it started off as just a husky, and his name was Maxwell originally. So it's basically
I think we talked about it already. Yeah, I remember Maxwell. That's cute though.
He was basically and he was just my primary color that I have currently, with white hair tufts on the inside of the ears, and then one blue eye, one green eye, and red hair. So I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. It's a good start. And as I got kind of deeper and deeper into this community of people, it actually helped me explore my own sexuality and be more open to being able to question who you are as a person. Am I gay? Am I bi? Am I this? Am I that? Because it's such a welcoming community to LGBTQ.
That's true.
And that's how I figured out. At first, I thought I was bi because I started liking guys a lot, and from things I can't talk about on stream, stuff like that, art of the variety that can't be discussed on stream, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, and then I started talking to guys. Guys were flirting with me, and I kind of liked flirting back and stuff. And I thought maybe I'm just bisexual. And then as time went on, I tried dating a girl again, and then I kind of started to realize that maybe I'm just not. I don't have this sexual attraction towards a woman and stuff. And I love women. I think women are amazing. I grew up with just my mom, and my 2 brothers and I. So I respect women at a much deeper level compared to most people. So then I realized I'm gay.
Oopsies.
That's my last girlfriend. But I mean, and then it kind of just went from there though. Furry wise to I started wanting to reach out to people that were local that want to hang out and stuff. And
so that was all in 2019. All of this was 2019.
2019.
Yeah, but all you described here is 2019. Yeah.
Most of it.
Damn.
Some of it goes into COVID as well.
Oh yeah.
So.
How was the COVID for you then? Is it? I guess this is a good like jump to your streaming, career, if we can call it like that, because I believe you started streaming during COVID, right? Or
I did, yes. I started in August 8th, if I'm correct. August 8th.
You remember? You remember exactly the day.
I wrote it down. To be fair, I wrote it down in my about section when I first started streaming because I was like, this is gonna be day one of my streaming stuff. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know where it's gonna go. So I want to at least have the date there to remember it and stuff. So that's how I remember it and stuff.
So August 8th, 2020.
Yeah.
Was it Furry? Was it a Furry stream?
Yes.
Your first stream? Yeah?
Yes.
Do you remember what it was as well? Like, do you remember the date, but do you remember also what it was, or not really?
Okay. So my first stream was I'm pretty sure it was a game that, because I was at my friend's house, who I was dating at the time. We dated for a little bit and stuff, and then stuff didn't work out. We were just friends and stuff, but because they're actually the reason why I started streaming. Echo Wolf was like their name and stuff, and they were like, JT, you should try streaming. It'd be really cool. I think you have the personality for it. You talk too much. And I'm like, okay.
You talk too much.
I do. I talk.
That's wild.
I'm an extrovert. I'm quite the extrovert.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's good.
Myself.
That's good.
And so, and the first thing I streamed was this game called Beautiful Joe. It's a game I played on PlayStation 2 originally when I played the game a long time ago. It's like a Capcom game, so if you know how hard Capcom games are, you understand my suffering. They're really hard. I really like the story of it. It's basically like this guy and his girlfriend go to the movies, and they see her dad's like action film that he's in. He's like a superhero and stuff. But it completely takes this crazy turn, and he comes out of the movie screen and takes her, and he jumps in too, because this mecha robot picks him up and takes him into the movie. So they're in the movie. Yeah, and then they have almost adventure to save his girlfriend, like, kind of like Mario and Bowser kind of type story.
So on PS2. So you played on emulator. The first game you played was emulator game.
It was the stream, the Elgato game capture.
Oh, wow. So on your first stream,
an actual console.
Yeah, it was actually a very advanced stream on your first stream. Like, it's crazy. Like, you start the first stream, you have like Elgato. Oh, it was not your setup. Okay.
No, I was not in my house yet.
All right.
It was pretty decked out. That setup was pretty decked out, though.
So, your first streams, you did them at your old partner's house, like, and that's how it started directly?
One stream.
Only one again.
But yes. Yeah. I got affiliate the first 10 days I streamed, which is pretty crazy.
Wow.
I played a lot. Yeah. And because I was told you should play Roblox, that gets you affiliate quick. I'm like, all right, sure, we'll go for it. I'm like, because I didn't have a job. I was about to start 7 college classes. I'm like, I need to do something that can maybe, give me, even if I got like $100, I can get food for a week or something like that. That's kind of how I thought about it and stuff. At the time, at least. But then I started doing this thing called Twitch Sings, which is no longer a thing. It ended, I think, January of 2021, I think, I'm pretty sure, around that time frame. And like, it was basically like a way to interact with other Twitch streamers live at the same time you are, and doing karaoke and stuff. And you could do it in real time with them on their stream, because it would synchronize.
I never heard about that. You could do karaoke on Twitch without getting copyrighted or anything. Just like straight out, just.
That was before the DMCA. Yeah, before DMCA
Oh wow, stuff. That's crazy.
Well, because they own the licenses to all those karaoke tracks, which is really cool. But I started doing that, and then I was like, because rewind a little bit. Sorry, I'm like kind of like sidetracking, but March 2020. Was when I got my first headset, which was the Oculus Rift S.
Yes.
I got it on sale.
We all got that one.
With the awful microphone, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I played VR chat before that on desktop, and I kept getting jealous because I keep seeing everybody like, you know, vibing with like their models and stuff, and like there's, you know, obviously I was a furry already, so there's all these cool furry worlds I want to hang out with people at and stuff.
Damn.
So, and then moving forward, I was like going into September of 2020, I was like, you know. Also, April Spirit, fellow Gentle Fur family member. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm also a Gentle Fur as well. Hi, Bean.
They're gonna get their first shoot sooner. Or did you receive it already, Avro? I don't remember, but yeah. Family members in the chat.
But yeah, sorry. I then randomly thought, why don't I try streaming VR chat? Because I think that'd be really fun. It's basically just chatting, but you're in VR. And this was during a time where there was not really a lot of furries specifically streaming VR chat. It was mostly just normies. There's probably like 3 VR.
It's all because of you.
At the time.
It's all because of you.
It's not because of me.
It's all because of you, Jake. It's all because of you.
No. There's like a few streamers like Archon Eclipse. It was like it was Whiskey, and there was someone else that was doing it and stuff. And I was like, you know, I want to do it, and I want to go to public worlds because I'm freaking crazy like that.
Oh my god. Wait, you were not scared for your account or anything? Like, just do it.
Absolutely not. I didn't give a shit. I personally didn't give a shit. Okay, am I allowed to start?
Yeah, of course, sure.
Okay, cool. Fuck yes. All right, cool. So yeah, I personally didn't give a shit because I was like, you know, I think it makes it really fun, and also like, you know, different experience every instance you're in. Like, who would not want to watch that like on stream?
That's for sure.
Like, from there, yeah, I just kept doing it after that, and then started doing it with other people, and then kind of from there, kind of like branched out to like variety streaming and other stuff like that. Even going to like VTubing and whatnot.
Yeah. So. I remember back in the days. I mean, of course, the VR chat streams, they were extremely popular. I mean, they started. I think what started is like the Beat Saber streams. A lot of people were doing those Beat Saber stream with like LIV and stuff like that at the beginning. Before even having the like, oh, we're gonna go on VR chat, because you needed a beefy computer to be able to run at the same time VR and to stream VR chat at this. I remember that was a struggle for a lot of streamers back in the. I mean, before we all moved to double PC or RTX 5090 or whatever, you know. Yeah, I don't have that, by the way. I have 2 PCs to stream. This is how I can save computers. I can save graphic card money. I still have a 3070, but I have 2 computers.
Card money.
Yeah, I'd rather buy another computer than buy. Anyways,
that's fair.
Yeah. So streaming became affiliate after 1 week, which is, I mean, extremely cool. Roblox, then singing, then VR chat. I believe also you've sang on VR chat as well, because a lot of people, they know you for your singing. That's also something, you know.
I used a really, really bad microphone when I started streaming, actually, with singing on my streams, because I couldn't afford those nice, like, dynamic microphones, which I have now, which is, you're not hearing it through that. Pretty clear enough. But I was using a condenser mic, and that's really bad for singing, because when you sing loud through it directly, it splits your audio. So, like, hear that sound when you like sing through it. So it wasn't the best microphone per se, but it's great for talking through it. So that's why I like using it for like talking and stuff at the time. Whatever. It was only $150 microphone that I already owned, that I didn't know was a great microphone for streaming. I just bought the microphone for singing originally, even though I didn't know you weren't supposed to.
I mean,
but yeah,
you start with what you have, so that's normal.
Exactly, and you kind of work from there. Yeah, and you work.
Exactly. Then I also remember talking a bit more about like your streaming. Do you exactly? I mean, since you remember the day you started streaming, I probably. The answer to my question is yes. You remember the day you became partner? How we know that now partner doesn't mean anything anymore, right? Partner is like whatever. It's like a cool icon on the website. But how was the journey for you? Was it something you were looking forward to? Was it like a big milestone? How? And also, when was it? When did you become partner on Twitch?
I also remember when that was. It was.
You have to tell me. You have to tell me.
It was the day after Valentine's Day, 2021. So it was 6 months later after streaming. After I started streaming,
Hey, congratulations!
It was very shocking.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, it was a lot for me. It was. I'm gonna be honest, chat and everybody in general. Like, it was very shocking for me. I did not expect my growth to be so exponential like this.
Yeah.
Knowing that I am finishing my bachelor's degree. I'm trying to finish it really early and stuff. And I was working hours and hours and hours on school. On top of that, like on top of doing streaming and stuff. So it was a lot of work, and trying to manage both together and balance them out and stuff. But I just really enjoy it. I enjoy like VR chat and streaming it, and like the fun it brought and the community that it could bring amongst furries and just people in general and stuff. And I really enjoy that aspect of it a lot. And I think it's part of why I grew so much, is because like people get to like watch me and like see how like I'm this cool little character, I'm this cool guy, whatever. I was an otter at the time, so I was like shaking my butt. I was like
barks and wags,
I was singing, barking and wagging and stuff like that, you know. And like, and that was a really fun. That was a really fun way to just like de-stress after like
school or work,
schooling all day. Like writing papers, doing all that stuff. But yeah, I got it in 6 months, and it was right the day after a charity stream. I raised like $3,000 for the American Heart Association, because, you know, it's Valentine's Day love and stuff. And
that's cool.
That's what it was about. Yeah,
that's cool.
So I would definitely say it's a milestone in my streaming career. You know, it's like, I think a lot of people perceive partner being the end goal, and to me, I feel like that's just one milestone that you reach in your streaming stuff. Also, hold on, my Quest thing freaked out for me. All right, cool. It's like just a milestone. It's like every aspect of your stream, like, you know, your growth, like, so you're gonna go up, you're gonna go down, it just fluctuates so much. There's so many different new and upcoming creators. There's people that just randomly blow up. It's that, like, you know, like that's what I felt like for me. I feel like I randomly blew up, especially with my social media and stuff. Like, originally my Twitch following was bigger than my Twitter following, and now it's the
not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah.
We will talk about that a bit later, because there's a lot of questions about that. Like you mentioned the sudden growth and stuff like that. And for most creators, I feel like this is pretty, you know, like linear. They start growing and then they grow a little bit by little bit. But for you, and you mentioned it as well, in 6 months, that's wild, because like it didn't stop after you become partner for you. Like it was just going and going. It's still going. So there's a lot of stuff. I mean, no, but that's just to show that, of course, a lot of people they can relate to the content. I mean, everything that you're creating. To your also. When you're streaming, you're highly energetic and you bring good vibes. And I feel like that's what a lot of people they need. They go out of work and they just want to, you know, wind down, smile a little bit while seeing someone having fun, doing what they like. And well, this is exactly what they have with you. But at the same time, when you grow so exponentially, there's also some little bad things that can happen. And this is one question that I wanted to ask to you, because especially on Twitter, where we know that everything is so everything can explode so quickly. How is it for you? Like, how do you manage? Because basically there was so exponential for you that there is no learning curve on that. You just have to do stuff, like make errors and then learn from that. How was it for you? Is it hard, like, to deal with that? Or
yes, I would say so. It's definitely a learning curve for myself, honestly, like especially with mental health and stuff. Like, you know, things are gonna happen, people are gonna start, like, the more you grow, the more likely there's gonna be people that aren't gonna be like, they're gonna like you or all these things and stuff. People will just be crazy or whatever and stuff. But to me, like, I think the biggest thing is like when you start to see that you're starting to grow a lot more and stuff, is like keeping an eye on like wording, the way you word things, because everything you say on social media, especially Twitter, which I despise the platform as a whole personally, just because of like it's just genuinely a toxic cesspool of people that just like to hate things. And I'm sure you see it all the time.
Of course,
it's pretty common.
Of course.
it's just important to know that these are just people online, and they're not physically affecting your day-to-day life, even though the words may hurt if they say like bad things about you and whatnot. And that, like, the only way to grow is just kind of like, you know, adjust yourself to that kind of environment that you're putting yourself into. And you never know when you're gonna blow up, and you don't know when people are gonna start hating on you.
You can never be ready for that. You know? There is no school for that. There is no like how do you learn to, like, if someone puts like something that is not true on you on the internet and then suddenly it blows up, like you don't know how to react to that. But yeah, that's also
nobody does.
Yeah. Also, I think most of people, I mean, as a person, you can never be ready to, whenever you are posting something, for people that have like big followers and stuff like that, you're like actually showing whatever you're posting, whatever you're sharing on like hundreds, like thousands of people. And of course, like you said, there can be some people that are just there to be like, oh my God, I hate this. And like, what do you say? You say you hate waffle? Oh my God, I hate you. I love waffles. Like this
sky is
this
blue.
kind of stuff.
No, it's not. It is green.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's honestly like that. It's honestly like that.
Exactly. Exactly. So this is something that is part of like content creation, part also of streaming, part of the furry fandom, because I mean, even though the fandom, I would say, is like quite, you know, accepting of everyone, and also very nice in the way that the fandom itself curates the people. Like if there is someone that is known for doing bad stuff or being a bad person in general, they're just going to be like put on the side by themselves on the fandom. The fandom is really great for that. They actually do that by themselves. But you can never be ready when that happens. Someone says false accusation to you or whatever. But let's go back to the streaming, because there's also another milestone. You became partner, but also there was something that happened on Twitch, and that we saw a lot of stuff thanks to Andre. You know Andre, of course, Andre Mora. It's the switch that we show from the VTubers, you know, the 3D VTubers using VisiFace, etc., to the actual VTubers like you have right now, which is more like 2D VTubers, but like the quality of them, they became from like being a PNG tuber where it's just, oh, I open my mouth and I close my mouth and I stop talking, to your VTuber, which is actually like absolutely crazy and looks super cool. So how did you get the idea to actually commission Andre to that? And like, how was the process, and how do you like it right now? Because we've heard a lot of feedback from people that are still using VisiFace. I use VisiFace every day, and when I stream, and it's like a nightmare, but whatever. But how is it to switch from like, but how is it from someone that had VisiFace and now is using a live 2D VTuber? I guess that's how it's called.
No, VTube Studio is the software I use.
Oh, VTube Studio, sorry. VTube Studio.
With also, what's it called? VBridger, which is another software. You have to have both open for it to like kind of like truly show the magic that you see with Andre's stuff, my stuff.
Oh my God.
Altas and stuff. I would say the reason why I commissioned them was, first of all, I asked them. Are you open to this? I'm like, I would love to get one.
What made you do it? Okay, my question, what made you do it?
I think honestly, it's just the overall. I really liked Andre's art style. I really liked how innovative the way that they utilized like almost like blend shapes, like 2D blend shapes.
Yeah.
And to make it so that when you're using your camera, your iPhone or whatever you're using for face tracking, it can really like pick up like things that even a 3D model can pick up, which is like, you know, like your mouth moving from side to side, like you know, like your nose moving, like all that stuff. Like if you like saw like in my house right now, like me actually using it, it is such a crazy technology. Like it's super cool and stuff. But yeah, I really liked it a lot. And Andre did an amazing job like working on that for me. Like they were showing me step by step, like just the the concept art of
all the streams,
like, and then showing me the yeah, and like the layer. There's all these layers. There's so many layers. Like, oh my god! Like if you saw how many layers, oh, you'd be like, oh wow.
Is it hard to not break it when you use it? Like, could you theoretically break it when you open the files or stuff like that, or is it like made and there's no way to actually break it? Because I never actually seen like someone set up everything, so I'm just asking the questions.
It took me like I'd say over like the setup, like once I got everything, it was probably like maybe like an hour to set up everything. So
okay.
I'd extract the files, drag it into VTube Studio, get the VBridger like file, drag it into there, get stuff set up, like, and then boom, done, easy. You just adjust some settings. Like that's why I like when I got it before the debut, I just tweak some stuff so that way it makes it feel more dynamic. Like my like everything just like felt smooth or whatever to my liking, and then I pretty much have the model after that.
Yeah, but it's great to see like how crazy it can become from like a simple drawing, because I guess it started with just a drawing of your character and then animated and stuff like that. And this is a great subject, because I also wanted to ask you about your drawing, because we have seen it on Twitter more and more often, or at least last time I checked, you were still drawing quite often, right? And it's absolutely crazy how from the beginning that I saw you do your first drawing, you were drawing on stream as well, drawing people in the chat and stuff like that. And I remember when you started doing it to now, where, I mean, it's crazy good. When you're like posting them, they look extremely good. No, I am I'm dead ass, JT, I'm dead ass. No, but this is also like you started like just because you wanted it, right? You were like, okay, now I'm gonna draw. And what was the? No, but that's true. No, I know it sounds dumb when I'm saying it like that, but that's true.
I mean, you're right. You are right. I see something I want to do, and I want to do it, and I'll do it. That's kind of like the mentality I have. Like, but the thing for me is like, because I have ADHD, which if you don't know what is, chat, like, is like my brain is kind of all over the place. Like I have interests that kind of stick with me to the very end, which is my music. But when it comes to stuff like art or like other things, like it's kind of like a come and go. It kind of ebb and flows, like comes in, comes out. Like if I feel really like invested in drawing something, like I will literally spend hours, literally like block everything out, put music on, and really start drawing. Like when I was drawing on stream, though, I felt like there was like a lot more pressure, like, and it's because I have eyes on me, right? That kind of thing. So when I draw, like, I post some random stuff on like Twitter and stuff. Most of the time, it's when I'm like just like in my zone and stuff, and it's something that I was interested in at the time. And I think anybody can draw, anybody can cook, anybody can do music.
Anybody can
as
cook.
As long as you invest the time into it, you just put the time, you put your time and effort into it, and over time you will see improvement. That's kind of
You're right.
Towards that stuff.
But how was the journey for you? Like, how hard is it to not be disappointed when you start? And like, of course, when you start doing something, it's gonna be bad, right? Like, it cannot be extremely extremely good at it. How did you deal with that? What's your way of like coping with the fact that like, oh my god, I need to do it every day or every so often to get better? And like, wasn't it like demotivating a little bit to see no improvement, or did you see your drawing improves really quickly? Like, how was it for you? How was the journey?
I would say, like, when I wasn't drawing like the way I wanted to draw, I would be really upset about it. Like, it would be pushing me down to the ground, like hard and stuff. When in reality, I'm like, girl, I just started like a few months ago, like when I first started, for example, you know.
Yeah.
But I took advice, and I'm sure a lot of other artists that you see on like all social media or like on streams and stuff, those people have been working on that stuff
for
potentially years of their life, like, you know, really trying to like master the art of art. you know. And I asked advice from a lot of people. There's a lot of artist friends of mine that were giving me really solid advice, and I pick up on things really quick. So like drawing faces, for example. Like I was watching videos, I was talking to my art friends, like, hey, how do you draw your eyes like that? How do you draw hair like that? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I listen. You know, like you listen to those people, you listen to what they have to offer you, like these bountiful knowledge that they bestow upon you, and you can continue to learn from there. And I think that's like the best way to learn like any art, honestly, in general. So, or anything that you want to learn, just talk to people that also do it, and
that is true.
Some pretty dang good advice. They'll even give you brushes. Like I got some brushes from one of my friends, and these brushes are so sick, and I love them.
I guess the hardest part is just to start. Just like working out, you know, the hardest part in working out is just starting doing it and doing it consistently. I guess just for artists, the same as like actually, but it's also like getting the good examples to like getting the good references. So, for example, drawing.
Exactly. No, definitely.
Like getting pictures of animals and just drawing them and be like, hi, like, okay, I'm just gonna draw this fox 20,000 times and I will remember how to draw it, you know.
And majority of artists, like honestly, like do reference art. Like they reference other arts. They reference like you know, like actual animals or like whatever and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like if anything, that is like you have something to have a basis of, like instead of just completely clear brain, nothing, like, you know, no idea in your head, like, or, you know, like you have these references here to help guide you and stuff. You know.
No, I get it. But yeah, so
when are you gonna start?
No, actually, you know, as a matter of fact, deadass, in 2020, I was taking commissions of art. I was drawing stuff. If you go on my FA, you can see I was drawing some spicy stuff. I actually was drawing some crazy spicy stuff. Yeah. This is, you know, it's normal because no, it's bullshit. It's absolutely rancid stuff. It's the kind of stuff you cannot jork at. Like, you cannot jork. It's impossible.
It's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, I mean, I am the judge of my own work, and I'm gonna say that it's not the best. But it's also, you know, because I made it, and I remember spending like literally like 5-6 hours on some of the pieces that I made. You know, so. When you look at something for like 5 hours, but you know about it because you draw as well, and then like you're actually way better than what I was when I was doing it, you know. So yeah, but that's true. Nah, you're thinking that I want to raise you up, but I'm just saying the truth, you know. This is the truth. I'm just saying the truth.
You're so silly. No, honestly, like, okay, honestly, you would also really good advice too, I would say. Like if you feel like you're like kind of stuck, like get away from your computer, get away from your
go touch grass,
drawing pad, go for like a walk, go cook something, go take a piss, like go do anything that's not that, and then go back to the art piece and look at it.
That's true.
You'll start to notice like the issue that you were like trying to figure out and stuff, and I think that's really great too. Like because your brain's kind of cleared up, you're not stressed out about it as much, and you're like, all right, I need it, and I work on it. Yeah.
That is absolutely true. I also want to ask you about another hobby of yours. We already talked about it a little bit when you said your streaming debut, like of like the karaoke thingy, but it's singing. I want to talk about singing because I'm learning how to sing. Like I actually do.
Are you?
Yeah. Yes, but one day I showed to one of my friends was at my place. I was like, oh my god, let me just show you a recording of a song. The song was Lost in the Woods, the one from Frozen 2, you know. And I recorded it, and I actually put effects and shit in the thing. I was like so proud of me. And my friend told me, maybe this hidden talent of yours should stay hidden. So now I am not doing it in public ever. I do not record myself anymore. I just do it because I have fun doing it, but I do not record myself doing it. I do not record, but I train. You know, I had a friend over that is actually like a very good singer, Kimbo, but he sings in like a chore, I think it's how you call it. Like not a single solo like singer, but like actually with other people and stuff like that. Yeah, choir. Sorry, I didn't get
A chore? Like
yeah,
mopping
whatever.
the floor and vacuuming?
Yeah. I didn't remember exactly how to pronounce this word.
You're fine.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean though. Yeah, a whole choir. Like were they like in like a church choir, or were they just like in a...
Yeah, like opera.
Okay.
Like they do opera.
Okay.
So they told me a little bit of stuff about the breathing and stuff, but I mean, of course, I'm just learning by myself, so it's like a bit harder. But how was it for you? Like, how did you learn how to sing? 'Cause I mean, when you post some recordings of you on Twitter, they are kind of fire, you know? I mean, once again, you're going to think that I'm breezing you up, but no, it's just it's true. That's what I think. So how was your journey into like the singing world? Like, how did you start and how did it become what it is now?
All right, this is going to sound so cliche, Zavota. I sang for as long as I could possibly remember. For me,
oh my god, are you Harry Styles? I love you.
No, I was gonna say like for me, like I've been singing pretty much my entire life, and I think singing for me, the reasoning for like why I wanted to do music in the first place, because music really for me is an emotional connection for me, like understanding an artist through their perspective, through their own lyrics and how they convey it, and. Like I did a lot of choir in school. Like I was in like a chorale, which is like the more select choral like choir members that like had a little bit better skills compared to other people. I don't want to say the good ones, because like, you know, there was great people in the overall like concert choir, but like these were people that literally were really dedicated to the
they want to do it professionally, really maybe
improve.
Yeah,
I would travel. I got selected for like the National Honors Choir, which is like essentially like 1 to 2 people per state represent the entire state for this massive choir of people from all over the U.S. that perform these college level music. Like my junior year of high school, I was doing like almost senior college, like senior year of your bachelor's like level music, which is really difficult. Like I had to learn like 5 different languages. Very crazy, but I learned technique with that a lot. You know, like although I wasn't singing like, you know, pop music or like, you know, stuff that you want to sing, like you obviously don't do in a choir usually, unless like, you know, your choir does like a little, you know, a pop concert of like pop songs that are like group related, like, you know, I don't know. But it helped me learn technique a lot, and I'm still learning to this day. Like I think you learn every single day when it comes to music, and you have to focus on there's such a wide spectrum of stuff that you need to learn if you want to be doing it professionally. I wouldn't say I'm professional per se, but like I try to be like I'm professional. You know, I treat it very professional and stuff. I keep having this thing happen. Okay, like the Oculus thing menu showed up and stuff. Sorry, aside. Like there's so many components to what music is. Like it's not necessarily just the technique. It's also like conveying the emotion, being able to make people feel a certain way when you're singing towards them, or like singing like about someone, or an experience that you had in your life and stuff. And I think that was like the most like creative and fun part of what makes music so special to me. And I'm sure it's the same kind of, or different towards what other people also perceive music as well. And I've been doing it since then, and I continue to do it. My choir teacher from high school still talks to me occasionally, and she's now teaching at college too now, which is do
they listen what you're creating something? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's
like
cool.
There's a song that whispers, and I still have never released yet, but I showed her that, and she really liked my technique in that song a lot too, because there's like actual drums in it, it's guitar. I give a lot of good emotional stuff to it and whatever.
Yeah.
And I think also one big thing too. Sorry, I'm totally interrupting. Did I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. There's also one thing that I think a lot of like I would say I call people casual listeners when they just listen to it at face value. For me, I'm a deep listener when it comes to music. So like one song could be like, you know, someone interprets it as something else, or like, you know, say like someone singing that song, like a cover of that song, and they interpret it as like something completely
other feelings,
track. like what the song is, and just seeing it as this one thing. But in reality, the song was about something really like, you know, depressing, for example, and it's showing that this person is like is inside their head, overthinking to the level of like, I don't want to be alive anymore, like that kind of like to that level. But they don't see it like that because they're seeing it in a more, you know, face value, like what they're singing. They're just singing the song, and that's literally all that's all there is to it. And that's I don't know, like I think like how you sing the song can just, you know, be different and vary from person to person how they experience it when they listen to the song that you're singing or what you're listening to. And that song that I did with Whispers was essentially two different versions of that song. And one of the versions was specifically on piano. It was really, really slow, and the meaning of the song changed because of how the lyrics were conveyed in that version of the song versus the one that became popular, which is the pop upbeat version of the same lyrics sung by the same person but sang differently. And it's a great example to me of how you sing the song, how you sing those words, how the vibes of the song are, it can completely change your interpretation of the same exact song. And I think that's a really cool concept. And that's why for that song specifically that I covered with Whispers, it basically merges both those emotional feelings of that song and merges them into one single song, like almost like a fusion of those versions together. And I thought that was a really cool concept idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
Liked it a lot.
So you do like at the same time in this song you wrote the lyrics and stuff like that? So you compose, you write the lyrics, you write the melody, or?
This is a cover song.
Oh, it's a cover song. Okay, I thought it was like
song, yeah.
I thought it was because you already did like songs where you actually wrote your own lyrics, if I remember correctly, right? Or not?
I tried to
once.
It's for me. I did try one time, yeah, and I did sing that song. I think I sang that song at my second Furry I performed at. I'm pretty sure. But
I remember that.
Unfortunately, lost the Google Doc that I wrote it on.
No,
because I wrote it in my college email. So my college email is bye. So
no. And you don't have any recordings of like the variety show, and maybe you can find like the lyrics and write them again. Oh my god!
The song is forever lost. So whoever heard the
it's
song
so sad. I really
am working on a song with my friend though.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
This is what I really thought that most of the stuff, I mean, it's maybe because the stuff that you post most on Twitter, I don't know those artists, so that's why maybe I think that it's you that wrote it. But I really thought that you were more into like writing and like actually composing more. But I mean, yeah, that's cool. Even covers is really cool.
I'm more in the production side right now, personally. Because I've been working on FL Studio, which is like a really huge, complicated production software.
Damn.
And I
good luck with that.
I really like using it a lot. Yeah, I mean, my friend Minxie and I are like just started yesterday in the works of writing a song together right now that like basically is like both of our interpretations of our struggles and how we overcome them and try to move on from those struggles. And I'm really excited to see where this goes. It like already we both have a really good idea of what we want for people to hear.
That's cool.
And he's been writing quite a lot the past couple months, and it's really, really impressive. So if you haven't seen Minxie yet, you should definitely check him out. They're super talented, and yeah, like he's banged out 5 songs in like 3 months already.
I'm still
I aspire to be that. Yeah.
I'm still learning how to sing cover songs, and then I'm gonna see if I can write. But honestly, I don't know.
Focus on focus on the art of it first. Focus on the singing part first, and then
this is what I'm doing.
Maybe that'll help you. Maybe songwriting will help you find your voice then too. You don't know.
I'm still trying to find it. Honestly, like it's just very nice to practice something every now and then and seeing the improvement. I'm not recording anymore, but I definitely can tell myself that there has been some improvement. You know, that you can tell the more you train, just like sports. You know, the more you train, the more you see improvement, and it's the same for that. I don't know if one day I will record and post something.
I can make you sound like it. I can make you sound like you're a famous person. Because I have the power to do that.
Really? Oh, damn! I should send you my recordings then.
Yeah, make it sound like pro gamer. I can do that. I can easily do that.
I'm like a pro gamer. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have the production power for that. So.
No, but I don't want to be auto-tuned. Like I still want my voice to just like be
You don't
naturally.
necessarily need that. You don't necessarily need that.
Yeah.
Some simple stuff.
We talk about it then later.
Yes, please. Message
Yeah, but
me
I'm
later
too-
with the files. Go crazy.
But I'm too humble. I'm too humble to say that. Anyways, so we talked about your hobbies. There was a lot of stuff like the streaming, the art, the singing, but there was something missing. Do you know what is missing on all of that, JT? There's something missing.
I don't know. What is missing?
The feet. No, I'm kidding. It's the conventions and the.
Hey, yeah. The dogs are barking.
It is. It's the dogs. Yeah. So it's the convention. It's something that a lot of furries nowadays they are wanting, but it's starting to be more and more expensive and more inaccessible for most people. The fursuits. How was it for you when you got your first fursuit? We are brothers as well. Like we just kind of like
it's crazy.
It's crazy. And it was your first fursuit as well, right? Like your lacy fursuit was also your first fursuit. So how was it? How did you know that you wanted a fursuit? How did you choose Lacey as a fursuit maker? And how was it the first time that you had your fursuit on?
So first and foremost, getting that fursuit, I was recommended them by a bunch of people, and I looked at them. I'm like, oh my god, I want this. I'll do anything, all fours. I'll do whatever. And I ended up reaching out to them. I reached out to them, and they were like, yeah, sure. I can make you a suit and stuff. So I made a donation goal when I started streaming.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So it was not. I had sub goals, but I made them very small because I wanted my main goal to be, being able to get a fursuit, and so because I didn't have a full-time job, I was literally in school and stuff, and my community actually helped me raise over 60% of that entire fursuit.
Damn.
And that's why specifically I unboxed that on stream, because it's like the least I could do for my community for literally being able to help me get this fursuit and stuff. So I unboxed it on stream. It was probably one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life. It was at Anthrocon 2022. Oh my god.
Damn.
I was like, it felt so surreal, like having a physical embodiment of this character that I have had, like the final character. Like now JP like just come to life, and it's such a fun fursuit. It's cute. He has glasses and stuff now. I put on him occasionally. I get
looks
to look
like
really
a nerd.
cute and like partial, like wearing partials. I love outfits and with like fursuits, like not necessarily always wearing the full suit, because that shit is really freaking hot. I'm sure all of you that have, anybody that knows what wearing a fursuit is like, is fucking hot. But that's why I have like the vest thing though.
Yeah, the cool.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, the easy cool down.
Yeah.
That's cool. Never tried it.
But that was definitely unforgettable though. I will say, like even getting the new suit I got recently from Gentle Fur, that one was also really cool. Like
Yes. Getting a new family member.
I have a big dumpy. I have thighs now, and like
a big dumpy.
Tail. My tail's taller than my friend. He's like over 5'4", like tall, like 5 feet 4 inches. I don't know what that is in centimeters. Hold on, let me convert.
No, I know it's like about
in centimeters.
1.60 m, about 1.60 m.
162 centimeters.
Look at that. I am literally. My name is Fahrenheit. There you go. That's me.
My name is Fahrenheit.
I'm the converter.
Okay. Yeah, the tail is really long. I still have not debuted out of con yet because I'm saving up, because I'm hopefully gonna move to Seattle in January, so I'll be on the West Coast. Hopefully, have a better better paying career.
Currently, where do you live? Like in the East Coast?
I live in the East Coast, yeah, right now. So it's gonna be a huge move for me, like moving from one coast all the way to the other.
You're gonna move your whole like. everything, your whole life from
family behind,
east,
everything, never going
everything.
back. No, I will visit family though.
Yeah,
It's
that's gonna be a long drive.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a really big change in my life, and I'm really pushing to reach that goal of doing that move and stuff because I have a lot of friends that live over there. It's not the main reason, but jobs pay a lot better for my field because I do science, so science is pretty huge over there. They pay better. Rent's cheaper. I'm literally like basically poor right now. Oh my god, like it's really bad, but we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, Seattle looks great. It's like basically like my opportunity. It's like sailing the 7 seas and finding like this buried treasure right now, like kind of thing for me right now. And it's something that I feel like I need in my life right now. I need this big change to kind of push me forward. Like I've been through quite a lot past couple years, and I just
need to settle down
to like open a door to something that like helps me find my true self. You know, like that kind of energy.
Yeah.
If that makes sense at all. Holistic, you know.
Yeah. And so was the first convention that you did with your lacy suit your first convention, or did you do conventions before actually getting your first suit?
I went to a lot of conventions before that.
Yeah. What was the first? You remember the first day you streamed, so you will remember the first convention that you went to, and how was it? How did you enjoy it?
It's unfortunately one of the most cursed cons that
oh
is
my
in
god!
History.
What?
Come Pizza Con, aka BLFC 2021, was my very first convention I ever went to.
Did you participate in the pizza jorking or?
I was not at the Come Pizza party. I actually wasn't even invited to it. But that was my very first con. Actually, it was my first con and my first time ever performing at a con too. I actually sang at the con too.
Yeah, how was it? So how was the convention for you?
It was really...
Did you with friends?
The convention was amazing.
Or alone?
It was friends I met through VR, actually. It was friends I met through VR, actually, that I roomed with. And it was really, really cool because meeting them for the first time ever at a convention was like the most surreal experience ever. Because we all like hung out in Discord calls all the time. We would be hanging out in VR chat all the time. Because it was during COVID when we first met. So like, you know, like, and that was the first con open in the US after COVID happened. So it was the convention of the century, if I do say so.
Yeah.
It was really cool. There was a pool. There was like this place called Fat Tuesdays. They had alcoholic slushies. You can get fucked up and like have fun and shit. There was a what's it called? Johnny Rockets, which is like that burger place. Oh my god, it's such a cool con. I went to In-N-Out for the first time because there's one like 10 minutes away from the convention. It's good. It's so cheap too. It's like cheaper than McDonald's, and it's like better than McDonald's.
I've never been to the US,
good.
so
I did not gamble.
You did not gamble?
There's at the it's a casino resort. I didn't even gamble. Everybody else was, but it was really, really fun. And I obviously didn't have a fursuit yet. But I had a lot of stickers. I wore my Femboy Hooters outfit at the rave. I was on stage at the rave. Everybody was a vibe. It was incredible, and that's when I became a con addict. Like I literally could not stop going to cons. After that, I went to MFF 2022 or 2021. Then I did Answer New England. I did TFF, FWA. Then I debuted JT 1.0 at Anthrocon. Then I did FurPoc, and then I did I didn't do BLFC again because BLFC was during the week, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I did MFF again, and I just kept going. I just kept going to cons, and I've slowed down a bit recently because I want to save and stuff. But I'm definitely going to more once I have more moolah because I love going.
Once you move to Seattle,
they're really fun.
You should try one in Europe. You should try one in Europe one day.
I want to go to Europe. I'm gonna if everything works out and I move in January, I am going to Eurofurence next year. I'm gonna try to.
You're going to Eurofurence next year. That's crazy.
I'm gonna try to. That's my goal. That's gonna be the one big boy con for me is gonna be Eurofurence. I've never been to Europe before, so
you're gonna enjoy it.
Time in Europe, so.
I go every year to Eurofurence. It's really good. Very, very nice convention.
I take 2 weeks off of work for it, so I can go to like explore Europe a little bit, and then
I mean. Stuff. A lot of people that, for example, like Finn the Panther was there, and there was also Ray Rainey, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And they were from the US, and that's exactly what they did as well. They basically like went there and then spent a few days. Like I don't exactly know, like maybe
you kind of have to. You know, it's like that con's only like a week, all right? Or is it like a weekend?
no,
like,
it's like 5 days, like 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
Like, I don't want
Wednesday to Sunday.
5 days and go home.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do when I go to your friends. So that's like 4 hours away from my place. So I just drive there. I go, I do the convention, I fuck off back home. You know, that's about it.
I come over, I step on you, and then I go to your friends after.
Yeah, sure. We can travel to your friends together. As a matter of fact, that's possible if that's something. But we already talked about it. As a matter of fact, that was already an decision. No, I think we already talked about this a little bit, but yeah. So also I need to ask the question about like the rule at conventions, because this is kind of like a meme of the Friday Fuck Show. It's like, do you know the rule, the 6-to-1 rule at convention? Can you tell me what it is, or do you not know what it is?
I do know what it is. 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, and 1 shower.
Good boy, congratulations. Exactly.
I just
This
showered
is
twice
this.
though.
Yeah, this is what I was gonna say.
If I'm full suiting, I'm definitely showering twice.
Yeah, you shower. Basically, if you full suit and it's very warm, you shower every time you just remove your full suit. Like that's just.
I get so musky. I gotta shower after that.
Damn. Yeah.
Where do you sweat the most on your body when you full suit? Where do you sweat the most on your body? Is it your armpits? Is it your butt?
I don't really sweat when I'm full suiting, except if it's really warm. Like I never have a cool, like easy cool down. I never have anything, and I just can fursuit for like maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, like no problem. If I go to the lounge every like hour, 2 hours, and take a bit of water, like with Keep, basically when we fursuit, it's for like 6, 7 maybe hours in a row.
That's crazy. I want to do a day of that. Like next time I go to, I want to do an entire day of just being in my suit the whole time. See how long I could survive.
But of course in Europe it's way easier, because the lounges, apparently from the people that were from the US, they said like, my god, the first suite lounge in your friends, like I mean in Europe in general, has absolutely nothing to do with the one in the US. Like in the US, apparently it's just like 3 fans that are like in a small room, and you just fuck off.
You cannot compare the two. They're so different. You guys like treat it like it's like a 5-star, like hotel or
first suite
like
resort.
Like
You can leave your first suite there overnight to dry. You have fucking like ice machine for your easy cool down. You have some free drinks, not only water, but you have like some whatever, like electrolyte drinks, some caffeine, some tea. You have some food as well, free food, literally free food in the lounge.
Overpowered.
Yeah.
Overpowered.
So of course, when it's like that, I can just like fursuit for 2 hours, go in the lounge. As a matter of fact,
if I had that, I would probably.
Yeah. And also in the fursuit lounge, it is just like, for example, this year as well, it's the time I spend like talking to people. Like you fursuit, you meet nice people, and then you go in the lounge, you remove your fursuit head, you're like, oh my god, nice to meet you for the first time outside of fursuit. Then I ended up like 3 times in a row just talking 1 hour with guys in the lounge, just like chilling, you know, while just having the head off. It was so nice. The feeling is so nice when you do that. You need to come and try that. You need to come and try that, JT.
America needs to do this stuff. Like, what the hell? Like,
nah,
really
your
just get water
content.
stations. All we have is water stations and some fans, and then like the big like the ones that like are just perfect for like a head and stuff. And like you're not even allowed to put it on there because obviously it's like kind of nasty a little bit. Like, you know, because like it's like after COVID, like cons are a lot more careful about that stuff now because they don't want not disease like COVID spreading or whatever, or like
literally. I got a con crud at your friends, and I'm still tired every time I wake up because of it. So honestly, I know what you mean, but we don't care. And as a matter of fact, you want to know? I got the one from Megaplex. I got a friend. I was rooming with a friend that went to Megaplex, and he was dead sick. No, I did not. But my friend went to Megaplex, and then your friends, and he was sick, and I was like, you know, like when I saw him arrive in the room, I was like, "You're sick, okay?" And at the end of the con, I am cooked. And I kid you not, at the end of the con, I was cooked. I was dead. I could not talk anymore. And that's also like, this is, your friends this year is exactly when I got my wisdom teeth infection. So the whole convention I had on painkillers. Yeah, on painkillers. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then I got sick before the end of the con. Yeah, it is what it is.
They should have gone if they were sick. They should not have gone to the conventions. That's crazy.
No, because it started while I was there. I drove there, I was fine. The afternoon there, I was in my hotel room. I was like, oh damn, it do be feeling kind of weird in my mouth a little bit. And then the pain, oh my god, just the only time where I had no pain during your reference, I remember I was talking to my friend Zote, and I was like on painkillers and drunk with wine, and for 1 hour and a half I felt no pain. I was
just you more sick.
No,
actually lowers your immune system.
I was feeling so good. I was like, this is great. No, I was not sick yet because this was like half of the con.
Okay.
I was just on painkiller because of the toothache, and I was feeling like wine, just wine. It's not because I'm French or anything. I just like wine. White wine, it's just great, JT.
Wine connoisseur?
No, it was like shit wine, but who cares? Who cares?
Also, you don't like to marinate is so crazy, by the way, because they were talking about like when we were sweating. I was thinking about sweating in Furry, like you don't like to marinate.
I honestly don't mind it. So if it's like at the beginning of the convention, of course, if like I hug a fursuiter and it's like Niagara Falls, I'm gonna complain. Right?
Niagara Falls?
I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna be like, brother, it's been 24 hours. I don't know, go take a shower. But if it's the end of the convention and they are a bit like, they smell when I hug them, I'm like, okay, it's the end. It's the end of the convention. I am actually I have lower expectations because it's the end of the convention. You know, like my fursuit as well at the end of the convention after shooting like 7 hours every day, it smells a little bit. It's just normal.
It's my armpits for me in my fursuit. It's usually the armpits, so I give them the extra spray, like all that stuff, disinfect.
Yeah, the little spray, I mean, you just do it honestly, like, yeah, that's like, but a lot of people, they think this is cleaning their fursuit, because I see like furries, they just got their fursuit, they're like, oh yeah, I'm cleaning my fursuit, I'm putting fursuit spray on it. Nah, you just like,
you gotta wash it.
It's just like putting, like deodorant. You need to wash yourself. You still need to take a shower. It's just gonna like calm it a little bit. No, that's true.
That's so funny.
So, but of course, like now that you will, did you receive already your gentles for a fursuit or not yet?
Yeah, I just haven't debuted at a con yet. I've had it for a few months now. I haven't worn it that much. Well, my friend's visiting, so because tomorrow I'm going to see Porter Robinson. Backstage passes.
Oh my god!
I get to meet him. I'm gonna ask him if he can listen to one of my songs I'm working on and see what he thinks about it. Because it was inspired by him. Because I made production stuff, so I'm gonna show him it, and hopefully he'll like it. Maybe he'll work on it with me.
Maybe you're gonna make Porter Robinson a furry. Who knows? Maybe Porter Robinson is gonna become a furry because of you.
He saw me at my last concert. So I went to see Porter last year, and I was in the front row, and he saw my fursuit because I brought my fursuit hat on, and I looked at him, and he was like, "All right, so our next day, my friend Gabe is gonna be staying with me for my friend Gabe's staying with me for a week, so I'm gonna probably full suit almost every day when he comes over, so I can beat him up in it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's gonna be really fun. Yeah, he's a protogen, so we're gonna take pictures. We're gonna do some streams together. It's gonna be really fun. I'm teaching him how to cook because he doesn't know how to cook. Do you know how to cook?
Of course, I'm French.
That doesn't mean anything. You could just be
French
and not cook.
Oh, it does. I would literally trust a French that doesn't know how to cook more than like an American that doesn't know how to cook. I'm sorry, JT.
What about a British person that doesn't know how to cook? Would you trust
British person, they don't exist.
They don't have this thing called flavor.
They don't exist. Yeah. I don't believe that the UK is a real thing. I don't believe the UK exists. I'm a hater. I am a hater. No. My favorite dish to cook.
Like people hate on French.
Everyone hates on French. Even I hate on the French. But that's because I am French. You know, I hate even more on the French.
Or like,
no, everything. No, I think no, but like you know what the Americans they say about the French? They're like, oh my god, the French people they stink or whatever. You know, like they no, but that's true. I've heard that already.
Stink, Zoto.
All right. Well, thank you so much, JT, for doing this episode of the Furry. It's already been more than an hour and a half that we are talking. It's crazy.
Holy schmoly.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. So it was extremely nice to have you. Definitely good.